Hey everybody, I'm Austin J, and welcome back to another Sunday Random Gunday. I have not played Destiny in probably 6 days, so this may not go well, but I have a scout rifle that should be really good. If you guys are fans of Lucky and Buttwipe, I believe it was Buttwipe that did a video on this scout rifle that is the same archetype as Mida. He actually prefers it over Mida. I put an Iron Banner shader on it that I think makes it look really, really good. So we'll go over the perks quick. It's got Quick Draw, which is a fantastic perk for a kinetic or energy weapon, switching back and forth. When it's faster is so much better. It's got high cal rounds, which is fantastic on this archetype. I'm going with the focus lens that's a little bit longer zoom. I don't think that I need the extra handling because the situations that I'm going to use this gun in are farther range, and then it's got precision frame, which makes the recoil more vertical. This thing I've used a little bit, and I actually really, really like it. I'm not a huge fan of Mida. I really don't think that it should have been brought forward, but I am a big fan of this scout rifle. I'm going to pair it with my Valakadine because I love this thing to death, and I'm on my Titan, so I hope you guys enjoy. Sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. Okay, we got a good map. We got Clash. I was kind of hoping for Control because I like Control on this map, but I'll take Clash. I'm good with that. The idea is not to get into any like short-range gunfights with this thing, because that will cause a problem that I would not like to have. So we're going to avoid that. I actually really like the scope on this gun. Okay, we're gonna have heavy ammo.
It's time, Guardian. Crush them.
Let's see if I can get behind them. Get back here. There's two. Not bad, not bad. Oh my god, I killed him. Really? So the biggest thing I think with this thing is that it feels strong, which is not always true of all the kinetic weapons we have. Sometimes they do not feel strong at all. And I actually really like to pair this with the Valakadine. I actually prefer the Valakadine over the, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the name of it. The Uriel's Gift. Because I don't know, I like the way... Excuse you. God damn. There's 30 seconds on that. I'm just gonna see if I can find someone. There we go. So, I prefer the way this gun works. He's not dead somehow. Now he is. I'm dead. I just prefer the way it works over Mida. I don't know if it's necessarily just an aesthetic thing or if it's how it actually performs, but it just feels more like a scout rifle from D1. Somebody, oh, I somehow got two. Okay. Back up, dude. No! So I think the strong suits of this gun just... I'll link Lucky and Buttwipe's video on it, just because I think that it points out things that I'm not as good at articulating. That it's the strengths that it has are a lot. It just... Oh god, are you serious? It's obviously got another scope, which is nice. So you don't have to stick with the one long-range scope. I actually prefer the long-range scope. I think it's nicer to use. Shit. Than the short-range scope. I think that it plays nicer. Even though it takes away a little bit of the handling, it definitely still feels very, very smooth. He still has his goalie. That's not good. And I think overall the gun is just better looking than Mida. I don't know if it's necessarily better than Mida. Obviously, Mida fires faster if you can get your trigger timing down. So obviously Mida would have it in that regard. But the high cal rounds still function exactly the same. Quick draw is so nice on this gun. Ah, almost got away. Okay. It feels like the aim assist is better than Mida. I don't think that it is, but it just feels smoother than Mida. Holy Jesus. And I think it's just more fun to use. It's cool to use a blue weapon, I think. Because I think that there are blue weapons that compete really well. Even over exotics, obviously.
1 minute left.
I'm dead. I was in a kill zone. So I'm really bad at like trying to articulate this kind of thing with weapons. So that's why I just kind of have terrible gameplay and make puns. But I just think that it works better in a loadout. Plus, it leaves you the option for your exotic,
30 seconds.
which you don't have obviously using Mida. So having this lets you use an exotic energy weapon or an exotic heavy, which sometimes I run Merciless because I think that gun's a ton of fun to use in the Crucible. Plus, you get extra ammo.
It's all or nothing.
Oh, you're not dead. There we go.
The enemy down.
All right, where is this guy? Because I believe you get 2 more charges with Merciless than you do over a regular fusion rifle, which is nice. So yeah, like I said, I'm bad at articulating this kind of thing. I think that this gun is a very viable option. Also, I wanted to touch quickly. So like I said at the beginning, I haven't played Destiny in 6 days. Basically at this point, I'm burned out on it. I don't have enough to do. I don't see the point in playing Crucible continuously. As much as I disliked getting bad rolled weapons when we had random rolls, I think that it kept the game alive in part. Oh god, please don't burn out. Not to say that this game is dying, I don't think. I think that it's more that it's just there's not really much to do. Obviously, them getting rid of trials hurts a lot of people. I know people will bitch and complain about streamers and what have you saying, oh, I need trials to pay my rent or whatever, but it's a valid point. There are people that make their living off of playing trials and doing carries on the weekends, which I know that the community is kind of split on that. Some people absolutely hate it. Other people love it. Personally, I think that it goes a long way toward keeping this game going. Because I'm at the point now where I'm playing Fortnite, I'm playing South Park, the new Assassin's Creed game comes out, the new COD game will come out soon, and it's just like the need to play this game is not there for me. And it's disappointing because I love this game to death. I think they did a really good job with it, but I also think that they rushed it. And I think that there were a lot of things that they didn't do well in this game that were done well in Destiny 1. That it hurts the game and it hurts the community. I think that obviously there are a lot of people that are really outspoken about this. There are people that still play the game religiously, but for me there's more to do, and I don't want to spend my time grinding basically for coins, because any weapon I get I'm just going to delete anyway unless I get like the Nurgle, because I haven't gotten the Nurgle yet. But I'm at the point where just worrying about grinding for it is not something that I want to do. I don't even really care. Which I never had that feeling in Destiny 1. Even when I think I got 3 IS Lunas back to back that all 3 of them did not have range perks, which was infuriating, but it also sort of drove me to want to play more. And I really think a lot of people have said this, I'm not the first person to say this, that if they had just kept random rolls and gotten rid of the garbage perks that made the random rolls so annoying, if they made it so that hand cannons couldn't roll with shit perks that didn't add range, or if they made it so that pulse rifles wouldn't roll with ridiculous perks like Gorilla Fighter and shit like that, I think that it would have gone a long way
5 minutes
with the community and just keeping this game up, I guess. As I said, I'm no fan of random rolls. My RNG is horrible. Those of you who watched my videos know that. So obviously it doesn't really help me to have random rolls, but I think that it gives people something to grind for and something to look forward to, and it also die. Oh, Jesus. It keeps the game alive, which is what this game needs. It needs something to keep striving for, especially with the way that they've done the end game. I mean, I completed the raid and I've had no want to do it again. I have no want to do the prestige raid. I'm not going to fight harder enemies for cosmetic stuff. I don't care. It's not something that matters to me, and I think that that's bad. I don't know. I'm obviously I'm just rambling at this point, but this is a game that I love, and this is a game that I have put a lot of time into, and to have it sort of die like this is kind of disheartening. Obviously, it's led me to discover other games. I love other games. I love Fortnite to death. I think that game is so much fun. I think it's so simple, but it's different than like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I guess my point is that I think that there were certain things that we absolutely needed in this game to keep it going, and those things aren't there, and it causes a lot of problems to not have those things. So I'm not going to ramble too much more than that. I'll focus on the gun for you guys, but I kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts on that. Obviously, I'm not some huge YouTuber where a ton of people listen to me, but I think that everyone is entitled to their opinion about something like this, and that it takes the community as a whole speaking up and saying something to get things to change. So that's sort of where I'm at on it. Obviously, I'll continue to do my videos on Sundays, but I think that going down to playing this game once or twice a week really has helped me, because like doing this, I got excited to play the game again. Where I was at the point where I didn't want to. I didn't want to keep playing Crucible. Even when I had people to play with and I wasn't playing solo, it still was not fun. It's disheartening to me. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to ramble too much. So yeah. There we go. I picked him off. I think I've sort of said everything I wanted to say about this gun. I think that they did a good job with giving us weapons that compete, even blue weapons, especially to give us something like this that's the same archetype as Mida and it's not as well known. I think it adds something to the game to have that level of choice, to be able to choose to use a blue gun and actually be very competitive with it is not something we really ever had in Destiny 1. So I think that that's nice, but I also... I really think that a gun like this could benefit a lot from random rolls, because like it's good with high cal and with quick draw, but if it rolled with something else, something that was more beneficial to the way that the gun functioned, different scopes would be nice, stuff like that. It just, I think, I don't know, I feel like removing random rolls completely was just sort of a split-second decision, just to try to, as a way to add balance to the game and also get it out on time. I don't know if that's necessarily the way I want to say it, but that's sort of what it feels like. Like they didn't really plan ahead. The mod system seems broken or not really useful at all. Like adding a burn to a gun doesn't really help me all that much, so collecting mods and stuff like that is just not something that I'm gonna do. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like this gun a lot. I think that it works really well in the archetype that it's in, and in Crucible just as a competitive weapon, but there's so many things that could have made not only this weapon, but every weapon better, that could have made the game have more replayability, and that's sort of my biggest problem with it, I guess, at this point. I don't know. I'm trying not to ramble, but I've got a lot of things that I kind of wanted to talk about. Nope. Get the bags. Right. If you don't teabag in Destiny, you're not doing life. Come back here. I missed. Shit. I can't believe I missed that. Ah, damn. Yeah, I deserve that one. That's okay. We're gonna win this one. Somehow I've won three games in a row. That's pretty impressive. I guess I should ramble more often and win games a lot more regularly.
I could not ask for a better victory.
There we go. Bags at the end.
Your wall around those zones.
Get melted. That's what I thought. Kill my friend. I got you. Got your number.
That shut them down. 2 for 1.
Oh no, I need the 3-piece. Oh man, that was close. Is that a tractor cannon? Are you serious? Man, what a jerk.
Five minutes remaining.
I shot you in the foot and you didn't die. There we go. Got him that time. Just had to chase him down. Not this time. Not this time. I'm in a grenade. Oh my god. Wow, I could have stood back here and watched that heavy ammo. Oops. Did not know that. He's not dead. Excuse me. Don't mind me. I'll just be standing over here watching all of you. Bastards. Oh my god. We had the exact same amount of health left. That was scary. I'm coming back. This guy's gonna keep peeking me, or is he going around? No? Wow, okay. He got me that time.
Fight hard and glory will be yours again.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Overall, like I said, I'm a big fan of this gun. I think it's nice to have blue weapons that we can use, but I don't know. I think there are definite moments where this gun is just not a viable option. You saw that guy with Uriel's gift. I wasn't missing shots. He was just outgunning me, which is I don't know. I guess that just falls under the game being in a meta, but it sucks, honestly. So I'm gonna leave it there. I love this series to death. I will definitely keep doing it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, punch that like button, like Mike, Buck, and Tyson, and I will catch you guys in the next one.